Amazing, hey? I rattled on for half an hour without a microphone on. Oh my God. That's just ridiculous. How can I have done that without realizing that I had no microphone on? Naughty me. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Anyway, welcome to it, Friday Night Live. Just came back from Woolies because they're the fresh food people. And we saw Marilyn there. Marilyn was busy working. And she's a character, Marilyn. Don't you just love Marilyn? I think everybody loves Marilyn. Everybody. So, anyway, if you want to say something, have your say. Have your say right now. Have your say. And you never know. It could be anything you might want to say. Type it in. Type it in the box. Have your say. What was that? Kearney Martin says, used to be Franklin's Supermarket. Yeah, it was. It was Franklin's Supermarket. It was. Yeah, it's now Coles, local. But it used to be King's Cinema before it was Franklin's, which is now Coles, local. But it looks good up there. I got to say, it looks really good up there, what they've done to Coles. Have you all been up there to Coles? I think it looks really, really good. Let me just get a drink from Woolworths here. Hang on a sec. Nothing like a good Pepsi Max at 9:30 at night. Anyway, yeah, so if there's anything that's on your mind, just type it in the box that you see. Here or wherever you are. It depends where you are watching this from, of course, because we're transmitting this live right across the world. This is just a mini version of what we do on a Sunday night. The full thing happens on a Sunday night. We have all the glitz and glamour and all the jokes and all the double meanings and all the sound effects, but we still got them here.
Nurse.
See, we still got them here. They're just here waiting for me to do them, to press the buttons, you see. But it's not Sunday night, so I thought, we better not do it. We just do a normal broadcast. Let me put that. That's better. Now I can talk properly. Nothing worse than a microphone in your face. Even though I've grown up with one in my face, basically. But anyway, if there's anything on your mind you might want to have a say, just type it in the box below on a Friday night here. We're doing this live from Goldberg Manor. Here we are with the patio lights on the balcony there. See the lights on up there? That's so we can get a better shoot with our camera. But we're still flaring a little bit here. I don't know why I'm flaring in my jacket, and the microphone stand is flaring as well. Gilia. Hello, Gilia. Welcome to the show. Welcome along to you. And welcome along to anyone that's just joined us and watching, no matter where you are in the world. We're doing this live in Cosmic Stereo, sounding twice as nice. I'm Bruce Goldberg, of course, and you're not. And this is Friday Night Live, I suppose we could call this. So if you've got anything you might want to say, just type it in the little box so I can have a little read of it, and I'll say hello to you or talk about your business. You might want to give your business a plug. Who knows? It could be anything you want to do. The phone number is not working tonight. We haven't got the phone on tonight, so it's just up there. But you don't need to ring it. Just type in the box. It's fine. That's good as it is. And let us know what's been going on. So like I was saying on the board, the Aristocrat. Is that what it's called? No, Lexicon. Is it Lexicon or Aristocrat? No, it's Lexicon. The Lexicon building is looking good. That's where Harris Farm is. And it's looking really, really, really good. They're painting it at the moment, and they're about to do the shop fit out. So, Dean, let me just answer Dean here. Bruce, that is a nice haircut. I hope you got it from a Rose Bay bit. I didn't. I got it from somewhere else. But I have in the past. Got it from Brian. Everyone knows Brian the barber at Barbers at the Bay. But this one I did not get from Brian. Hi, Brian, if you're watching. So I did go tonight, though, to business, and I to Rose Bay businesses, and I went to Woolworths, as you saw the stream. It's good to hear from you, Dean. I don't think I've ever spoken to you before, Dean, have I? Jezza says, Bruce, when is Woolies Old Caltex starting building? Good question, Jezza. Now, answering your question is this. I was doing some research on that today. My connections don't have, and as I've said this before, my connections don't have any records, and I've got some connections pretty high up in council, okay? They have none of my connections have any copies or correspondence, as far as we know, from Woolworths about the Bondi Road Woolworths or the Rose Bay Woolworths. According to newspaper reports that were earlier in the year, Woolworths has bought both. I think they have, but I'm not confirming that. But it would be a smart move if they did, and I'm sure they did. But, you know, when does Woolworths buy a property and not turn it into a Woolworths supermarket? The answer is probably never. They always turn it into a supermarket. So I'd say if you're a betting man, bet on it that the Albemarle Street one will become a Woolies. And I hope to God they get it right. They get it right with the car spots underneath and the Woolworths above. If you're watching this Woolworths management at Bella Vista, please get it right. We need a decent sized Woolies in the area. The Metro I've just come back from, you know, that's just, I don't know. Anyway, look, just get it right. That's all I ask. But Dean is saying, when you stop eating smashed avo, Jezza. No, it's when Jezza stops appearing in the Daily Mail. I'm getting jealous, mate. You're appearing in the Daily Mail more than I do now. I'm getting very jealous of you now, Jezza. You're getting all the limelight with your Deliveroos. Are you still getting your Deliveroos from the COVID testing place? You know, it's incredible the amount of people that are in the media and the press in on this board is just mind-boggling. It really is. It's just look. You see it yourself. I don't have to tell you about it. You see it yourself when the Daily Telegraph and all them advertise for people they want to do this and do that. They're all members of our board. It probably gives them so many stories, all the crap that goes on around here. And you know, we've got people from Rose Bay. Separating from their boyfriends who were on TV, like what was that girl's name from the Bachelorette? Amy, what's her name? What's that girl's? She was on Gogglebox. What was that? Kent? Angie Kent. That's her. Well, she's a Rose Bay girl. She lives in Rose Bay. I won't say where, but she lives in Rose Bay. Very nice unit she lives in, actually. Very nice view. Yeah, she lives in Rose Bay, and she was just in the papers about it. Breaking up. And Sam Frost also, who used to live in Challier Street in Rose Bay, she's just broken. What is it with all these stars breaking up that live in Rose Bay? What's going on? Sam Armitage just got engaged. She's moving out of the area. I won't reveal where she lives, but she lives in the area, very close to other people. I'm not going to give it away where they all live. It wouldn't be right, because I wouldn't want anyone telling where I live. So, you know, it's all confidential, but yeah, it's just amazing all the changes that are going on. We've got the Married at First Sight executive producer. She's moving out of the area. She didn't like the parking in her street. So they're all around this area, folks. We're going to call this place Hollywood. I reckon we should call it Little Hollywood. Rose Bay, Double Bay, Vaucluse, Little Hollywood. That's where they all live. All the people behind the scenes, in front of the camera, on the radio, whatever. This is where they are. This is it. It hasn't always been like this, but just recently it's just got more than ever. Even sports stars. We've got Buddy Franklin. We've got Jared McFay. We've got Kevin Heath, who's on our board all the time, and I have a bit of a laugh with him on the board. He was the first Cleo centerfold, actually, Kevin. I don't know if he's up tonight watching this. Maybe it's past his bedtime, because they have curfew and he's nursing home. I don't know. He's nursing home at Dover Heights. But anyway, look, we've got them all here. I'm going to officially call this area Hollywood, because that's how it's getting. It's incredible. From newsreaders to anyone that's on TV or on the radio or whatever. It's just mind-boggling. It's just amazing. How many vanilla slices has Simon had this week? I don't know. I think he can store a lot in his closet. I think there's plenty of room in that closet, Dean, for Simon's Simon Slices. Oh, man. I cannot believe Simon went to all these nightclubs and he didn't know those songs I put up on the board. They were classics. Everybody knows those songs that went to clubs. They were big. They were huge. Huge, huge, huge. But I'm sure Simon could have quite a few slices and fit lots of toilet paper and everything else still in the closet. I'm sure he could. He could fit tons of stuff in his storage facility there. Tons of stuff. So if you got anything you want to say, just say it. Ah, dear. Good old Simon. Isn't he a character? Just say it on the board if you want to have a say. We're doing this on a Friday night for a change. Something a little bit different after the success we had earlier with Marilyn. She's a lovely girl, isn't she? Everyone loves Marilyn. Tell you what, she chose to leave 809 just in time to go to IGA just before it shut down. She had the vibe. She had the feeling something wasn't going to happen there. I suppose when you work there, you can tell if it's working or not with the amount of people that are going in the place. And you put 2 and 2 together and you say, well, it can't survive with this small amount of people. So, yeah, it was a good move, a smart move, very smart move. I've said that to her before, actually. So, Jezza Stein, I'd like to know the Jezza Stein story. Can you tell me the Jezza Stein story? Jezza, I want to know about you. I want to know what you do. I hate the Daily Mail. You don't hate the Daily Mail. It wasn't a bad thing on you. Try and cop what I copped for 2 days in a row on the front page of the Australian. Because those journos are friends with the bored housewives of Rose Bay. Then tell me how much you hate the Daily Mail. I hate the Australian. How dare that journo look at my ankles and report in my court case that I was wearing Batman socks? It was true, I was. But how dare she look? Now just imagine for a second if it was a male journalist and there was a female plaintiff and it was announced what she was wearing around her ankles, the plaintiff. It'd be an uproar. There'd be a stink. It'd be an absolute thing about it. But because I was there being made out to be the villain by the Australian newspaper, it was an attempt of intimidation, if you ask me. And it was a female journalist saying I was wearing Batman socks. Well, people just look upon it as a bit of a laugh. I do, but, how dare she look at my ankles like that? Not amount of people. What's Lana talking about? Number of people. Lana, what are you talking about, Lana? Lana, what are you talking about? Did everyone hear the fireworks? All the dogs barking and everyone going crazy all of a sudden because the fireworks were going off? It's the year of the COVID. That's what it was. The year of the COVID-19. It's incredible how many the things that have been going on in this area recently. It's just amazing. Totally mind-boggling. Angelica Larby, hello, welcome to the show. Are you any relation to Joel Larby? The guy that used to read for Alan Jones on 2GB? I used to play football with him. I'm just wondering if you're any relation, because Larby's not a common name. Larby's not a common name at all. Use correct word? Use correct... I don't know what you mean, Lana. Sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about. But just type it away again, Lana. Try it again, and I'll hopefully understand what you're saying. If you've got anything you want to say, just type it in the box, folks. I'll answer you or tell you things or help you out with anything or whatever the case may be. Where have you been shopping locally recently? There's so many for lease signs up. It's crazy. I was over in Mossman last week. Yes, I went OTB over the bridge, which some people don't go outside of the eastern suburbs, but I ventured out. I risked it. I risked my life. I went over the bridge, and guess what? In Mossman, the heart of Mossman, again, lease signs everywhere. This COVID thing's really, really bad. It sucks. It's really, really bad. So we've got to support our local shops in Double Bay, Rose Bay, Bondi. Shop local. Shop local. Hello, Maurice. Hello, my friend. Maurice Mitri. What happened to the Roosters last night? Oh my God. That 2-point goal, the penalty goal, it killed us. We were winning. It was golden point, and the guy, friend pushes him out the way and creates a penalty. Oh my God. Oh, what happened there? Yes, Sharon, OTB, over the bridge. Do you ever venture over the bridge? Fruitologist. Chemenes. Oh, yeah. Good old Chemenes. Gabor and Andrew and Eva Kemeny. Hey, I used to go to school with Andrew Kemeny. Yeah, I know Andrew pretty well. You never venture out of the eastern suburbs, Sharon Metzel. How dare you not travel out over the bridge? Do you go in the tunnel? ITT. Do you go ITT? There's a bit of a delay here with the time I say something and the time I get a response. I know. Where, wow, you go. Where, how, yep. Oh, you do? You go through the tunnel, do you? Ah, okay. There you go, yeah. ITT, yeah. In the tunnel. You go in the tunnel. Where do you come out of? Where do you go when you go through the tunnel? I mean, are you going over to Mossman, Neutral Bay? Where are you going to? I mean, I think, don't you need a passport to go that far out of the eastern suburbs? Avoca. Oh, up on the Central Coast. Beautiful up there, Avoca. Good old Avoca. Go to Patonga. Patonga's beautiful. They've got the hotel up there they've just done not long ago. You can sit in the beer garden and all that. It's beautiful up there. Absolutely beautiful. The Central Coast is really good. I know so many people that have moved up there. They just can't afford Sydney prices. Half my schoolmates have gone up there. Or Queensland. They just can't afford here. They prefer to be able to afford things instead of living in the East. You know, that's just the way it is, I suppose. Let me just keep looking here at our little screen here. Amazing, someone says. I can't see who it is. Oh, okay, so Sharon says amazing. Yep, you need a passport. Yeah, you do. But I mean, you know, hey, it's good over there. Look, here's a question to put to all of you, right? If you couldn't live in the East, where would you move to? In Sydney, where would you move to? Or in New South Wales, where would you move to? Look, I'd go Northern Beaches. That'd be my next choice after the East. And then after that, Central Coast probably, somewhere up there, if I couldn't live in the East. Yeah, Avoca Beach is expensive. It is. It's very expensive up there. They just finished off doing some works up there to the surf club. Because I go up there quite a bit. I go up to the Central Coast. See, people think I'm stuck here all the time. I'm not. You're very wrong. Very, very wrong. I do have a life outside of Facebook. And I go up the coast quite a bit. Patonga, Woi Woi, The Entrance, Terrigal, Avoca. There's not many shops up in Avoca. Like, not many places to eat. That's the problem. Pearl Beach is another one. Another beautiful place. Surfing. Yeah, but during wintertime, it's not... it's not wise to go surfing during winter, you know. So, yeah, it's beautiful. Central Coast. Look, you go south, there's not much to do south. I mean, look, you've got Wollongong. You've got little country towns like Berry. Berry's pretty good. Berry or Mittagong or Bowral, the Southern Highlands. It's really nice down there in the Southern Highlands. I was down there the other day in the Southern Highlands. Surf all the winter, all through winter. You surf all through winter? You're wearing a wetsuit, are you? Where do you surf? You surfing at Gerringong? Yep, that's another one down the coast. Yeah, the 8 Mile Beach or whatever it's called down there in Gerringong. 7 Mile, 8 Mile Beach on the way to Nowra. They built a new bridge to get into Gerringong. It's very good what they've done down there. They've also got a bypass now that you can get to Berry really quickly now from the highway, because they've bypassed all the little country winding roads and little barns that you go past or used to go past. And that maze, that grass, that garden maze, you just sort of bypass all that now. You go straight into Berry. They got rid of the cuckoo clock place. You know that cuckoo clock place that was in Bury? Oh, they got rid of it. They retired those two, so it's gone. I can't believe it. But the donut van's still there, just along from the pub. Yeah, that's got queues of people to get in that place. It's a good place to go to, Bury, for a weekend or just for a few days. I've got a friend of mine from school that owns a farm. He was just on Better Homes and Gardens and Dr. Harry's Practice, whatever. He owns a back to earth place, he calls it, with his wife, and they have llamas and everything else on there. It's really good. They make great food because he's from a food background. I know that for a fact. And Mark and his wife do a wonderful job down there. So there you go. I'm giving them a free plug. But yeah, they're down there. Good place to get to. Good place. Anyway, anything else going on? Anything else happening in your neck of the woods? Just let us know. I'm getting messages from all over the place here. Anything you want to talk about and discuss? What's been in the news recently? Pretty sad about the seaplane result. What happened there a few New Year's Eves ago? The findings came out today from the Rose Bay for the Rose Bay seaplane crash. Really sad, actually. There was carbon monoxide they found in the bloodstream of the victims, in the pilot too. So that's probably what's happened. The gas has got in there. They got carbon monoxide poisoning, and he couldn't control the plane. Really sad. Really, really, really sad. Really sad. What were the fireworks tonight? I think they were on the harbour, like at the bridge. They weren't in Rose Bay like they usually are. They were on the bridge. And the dogs were going off everywhere. You could hear barking everywhere. Oh my God, the plane. Oh, the seaplane. Yeah. I remember when that news broke. I remember hearing it on the radio. I'm thinking, that must be a Rose Bay plane. They're talking about a seaplane. There's only, it's just crazy. It's like, that was New Year's Eve. I think it was New Year's Eve that happened a few years ago. And, gee whiz. I wouldn't go on one of those seaplanes anyway. That's my personal take on it. Even before that happened, I wouldn't do it. I have a thing about flying. I don't really like flying, so I wouldn't be going on a seaplane anyway. But it really scares the hell out of me watching those seaplanes come into land sometimes when they do a sharp turn over New South Head Road, just near Jewel of the Bay. Oh man, it looks like it's just going to hit something on the road. It comes in so low and spins around to go into the water, and it's like, holy crap! It's going to hit Jewel of the Bay or one of the street poles or something. It's just so low. It's just, oh my God! It's just, Sharon says, my husband's father flew the seaplanes years ago. Oh, wow. For Ansett or Empire, which is Qantas, or who? Or for the private little thing that's down there at the moment? Who are we talking about, Sharon? Which company? There's a plaque down there because that was Australia's first international airport down there at Rose Bay. One day that's going to come up on Millionaire Hot Seat, that question. It will come up. Mark my words. Millionaire Hot Seat. They're going to say, where was the first international airport in Australia? You watch. I bet you $1 million it's going to come up eventually. That question, because people at Qantas are trained. When they're trained, they're taught the history, and that's mentioned in the history. That's where the first international airport was, which went to Singapore. And they used to play in first class. They had a little area for first class. They used to play golf in the walkway. That's what I've been told. Don't know if it's true. Kearney Martin would know more about that than I would. And also they've got a plaque or something dedicated to the flying planes in the RSL club. So Kearney would know all about that more than I would. I'm in the next generation, so I don't know as much as he would about it. Pardon me. International airport. Yeah, it was the first one in Australia. Chris Hutchinson, Bruce, should we consider closing the border to Victoria if the cases continue to rise? I don't think much business can survive a second wave. Yes, I do. I think we should block it off, Chris. Good to have you on board, mate. Yep, block off Victoria. I love Victoria. I love Melbourne. I know Melbourne back to front. I go there quite a bit for business and have been for many years. And Melbourne, I know the CBD and St Kilda and all over the place, Brunswick and all around there pretty well, and Toorak and Carlton and all around those areas pretty well. And I reckon they should close it, fix it up, get rid of that virus, and then let it open again, and we'll all go down again. There you go, Handy Hutch. I'll give you a plug. If you need a handyman, call on Chris Hutchinson, also known as Handy Hutch. And he's going to type in his phone number for me in a second. Call Handy Hutch on this number. He's a local. He's regular here. He's more regular than a box of laxatives. He is. True. Nurse. That's what we're waiting for. The boom tweet tish. Well, he gives me his phone number. There we go. Handy Hutch. Where's Handy Hutch's phone number? Do we have Handy Hutch's phone number? With Handy Hutch, if you don't pay him on time, he'll kick you in the crotch. That's Handy Hutch for you. Suddenly. There it is. You call Handy Hutch now on 042 123 1958. That's 042 123 1958. Handy Hutch. He'll kick you in the crotch. That's how you remember his name if you need a handyman. He's like a guy with an extra hand, 3 hands. I won't tell you what he does with the other 2. Anyway, that's the guy you call, Handy Hutch. You're not prank calling now. Oh, Handy Hutch. Yeah, not me, because my phone's off. This phone, the Goldberg hotline's off. Call Handy Hutch now. Actually, what we should do is ring him without telling him and put it live on the air here. And I put on one of my voices, because I can disguise my voice. I can put on a female's voice. He won't know it's me. And we could do a fake booking. We'll give him one of the bored housewives of Rose Bay addresses. Yeah, that's what we should do. Yeah, we should get one of those bored housewives on one of those other boards that cause trouble because they've got nothing else to do. That's why they're a bored housewife, and get him to turn up to their place. And I think, hang on, we didn't call you. Yes, you did. No, we didn't. Can you just imagine being a fly on the wall watching that happen? I'd pay Handy Hutch to do it. I would. I'd pay you to do it, mate. I would. Seriously. I will. I will do it, but can't do it now. It's too obvious. It's way too obvious to do it now. So I will do it. Trust me. I'm good at prank phone calling. I am. I did it to... what's that real estate agent's name again? Danny Taylor. Did it to him. I've actually recorded it. Put it up here. So, yeah, well, Handy Hutch, you're next on the list. You never know when it's going to happen, mate. Mightn't happen this week. Mightn't happen next week. Mightn't happen the week after. But as soon as you forget it's going to happen, it happens. And we'll turn Handy Hutch into a star for all the good reasons. He's a good guy, Handy Hutch. I've spoken to him off air a few times. He's a good guy. So support locals. There, handyman, local handyman, right in the palm of your hands, folks. There you go. And he's going to do a good job because he knows if he doesn't do a good job and it gets back to me that he did a bad job, what's going to happen on this show and mentioning it and everything. So he's got to do a good job. So you've got nothing to lose. So you should give Handy Hutch a call. If you need a tradesman to do some handiwork, you need a handyman, that's the man to call, Handy Hutch. I haven't called on him yet because I do my own handiwork in Goldberg Manor here. Believe it or not, I do. I like being hands-on with what I do. And I help put the chandeliers up that you see above me there. See? They're lighting up. They're lighting up my forehead. Look. Yeah, I put up some of the paintings too. But yeah, there you go. Not everyone can do all that sort of stuff. But Handy Hutch can. So you should call him. See you next time, Sharon. See you next time. Anything else going on, folks? Just type away in the little box there and have your say. This is live, in real stereo, sounding twice as nice. Beware of cheap imitations. Yes, there's a few impersonators out there. They'll try their Rose Bay boards, but you know what? They all become spam boards because they lose interest, and all the spammers get in, and it all becomes one big ad board. You really want to be a member of an ad board, because all you're going to see all day is ads. Do you get your kicks out of seeing ads? Seriously, watch TV. At least you get to see TV and ads. But that's why we're ad free, because we care about you. How cheesy is that saying, hey? Yes, Chris Lilly has been secretly living in Bondi. Don't tell anyone, but he's in Bondi. Okay, don't tell anyone. Yeah, he's been hanging out in Bondi for a while, and it looks like he's calling Bondi home. So there you go. Welcome, Chris Lilly, Mr. G. Please bring back Mr. G. He was your best character. He was. I'm sure Simon would enjoy Mr. G if he understood Summer Heights High. But he hasn't watched Summer Heights High, so as far as I know, he reckons he hasn't anyway. So, and no, Simon and I are not the same person. Please, let's not start that rumor like we did with Serena. Serena and I were the same person. Remember that rumor that went on a couple of years ago? Some people were laughing. Actually, Serena's sister is one of our moderators, and she was killing herself laughing. I couldn't believe it either. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Anyway, people, it's getting on to 10 o'clock now. So it's been a special Friday night edition of Goldberg Live. Have a great weekend. Have great school holidays. It's holiday time. So kids, if you're watching, party, because Uncle Brucey told you to. Is Kevin Heath on tonight? Uncle Kevin? Our Cleo Centerfold? Is he on tonight? I don't see him. Hello, Hillary. How are you? I was just about to go. Hillary. How are you? I haven't spoken to you for a little while, Hillary. I was actually near you. Were you at work today, Hillary? Because I was right near where you were working. Where you work. I won't say where, but yeah, I was very close to where you work. Oh, Liz, now you're on. Everybody. Oh, Liz. Miss Lizzie from the UK. How's the UK doing with Corona? You still in lockdown over there, Liz? Liz lives in Kent with a K. And hang on, I've got to do my own boom tish on that, sure.
Nurse.
Bit late, but hey, late is better than never. Yeah, it's a daytime work time. Yeah, work day. Yeah, yes. Okay, so she's in lockdown. Lizzie is a very close old school friend of mine. Very close friend. And she comes out to Australia occasionally because now she lives in the UK. And we have her on a Sunday night show, which has all the gags and the video clips and everything that we do. Don't go. I didn't know you were on. I'll be back at work on Thursday. Pop in. I will, Hillary. I will. I'll pop in and say hi. You there from 9 to 5, or you're doing a casual hour, or what are you doing? So, yeah, we're allowed to go to the pub on Saturday in the UK. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I don't know if you know this, Liz, but here we've got, it's easing off here in New South Wales, but Victoria has gone into lockdown. There's outbreaks everywhere in Victoria. Well, not everywhere, but in a lot of places in Melbourne. And basically, I think they've cut the border off. I think they have. Or the cops are checking to see if you're trying to run out of the state. It's going to be hard for those that live on the river there, Albury-Wodonga, because it's a twin town. So one's in Victoria and the other one's in New South Wales. And if you've ever been there like I have and stayed there, you know it's just a little river that separates the two. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens there. But they're fining people up to $11,000 and possible jail if they get caught from these particular postcodes running away from Victoria, trying to get a train here or a plane or car or whatever. So they're blocking everything else. Okay, Liz, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Liz, just give me a ring. You got my number. Just give me a call or I'll ring you, whatever. tomorrow. Yeah, you're not working tomorrow. Me neither. Cool. I only work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons. Oh, okay. What's tomorrow? Saturday. I won't be there tomorrow. I might come down next week, Hillary, and say hi. Pop my head in, just say hello, because you're usually busy in there, in that shop. So I won't say on air which shop it is, but yeah, I'll pop in. I will. Just give me some time, because I've got lots of stuff going on next week. I got some other things to announce next week. Yeah. Gee, I wonder what that could be about. Let's have a think what it could be. Something else to announce. What's been going on? Let me give you a hint. Newspapers, courts. Yeah, gee, I wonder what it could be. Anyway, yeah, we've got something else to announce, hopefully next week. There's an old saying out there, you can run but you can't hide. There's a hint. There's a hint what it's all about. You can run but you can't hide. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you, Hillary. I haven't seen you for ages. Hello, Zach. Yeah, I'm about to go and everyone pops on. It's incredible. Hi, Zach. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's Goldberg Manor. From a dropout DJ, nightclub DJ, a burnt out DJ at the age of 24. I said, stuff this. I'm going to work for myself and become entrepreneurial. I'm not going to DJ anymore. And this is what happened. It's a true story. It's a rags to riches story. It's a true story. And I've still got friends that are DJs, and some of them have to share accommodation with about 4 or 5 other people, or 6 in one case, because they can't. They're a DJ still, and they can't afford to live with just one other person or whatever. They can't. And I didn't want that. I didn't want instability. And if any young person's watching this, it's all up here of how you perceive and what you want to really do. Yeah, it's great to be young and have fun being a DJ and all the big clubs and everything, but there's no future in that. It's very unstable, very, very unstable. And I was sick and tired of, being called into the manager's office at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when I'd finish my shift. And usually these little offices that they have in the pubs and clubs, just little narrow things, and they turn around and say, we've got some bad news for you. And as soon as they open that line, or they open with that line, you know straight away you're gone. You know from experience you're gone. Couldn't live like that. You don't get superannuation. You don't get holiday pay. Everybody's after your job. No future in it. So there's a thing, Zach, for you. It's a rags to riches story, and it can happen to anyone watching if you put your mind to it. We're all the same. It's just how you think up here. Reprogram yourself. If you're struggling and you can't survive and you want to survive and become well off and all that sort of stuff, it's just how you program yourself. That's all it is. It's the only difference. We all breathe the same air in every day of the week, and we all shit the same shit. It's all the same. It's how you think. It's true story. Oh, hello, Lynette. I haven't seen you in ages either. How are you? How are you, Lynette? I usually knock into Lynette around Rose Bay, Double Bay area. I haven't seen Lynette for ages. All my friends are coming on board here. It's incredible. Yeah, hi, Lynette. I can't be everywhere all the time, but yeah, I'm still hanging around and going everywhere. And because of the COVID thing, you always think twice, no matter where you're going to go to. You're always thinking twice now and keeping away from someone if they're walking too close to you and all that. But I'll tell you something really interesting, folks. And I haven't mentioned this, but I'll say it now. I was up on the Central Coast, not last weekend, the weekend before. And I went up to Ettalong. I was at Ettalong Diggers Club. And I'll tell you why I ended up there. Because everywhere else... Hello, Cooler. How are you? Everybody else, all the other restaurants and clubs and pubs and everywhere that I usually go to on the Central Coast were booked out because they had limitations how many people could fit in certain places, right? So I ended up at the Ettalong Diggers. It's not the first time I've been to the Ettalong Diggers. It's huge place. It's a ground, 1 floor, but it's huge, okay? And it was totally empty. You'd be lucky if there was 10 people in the entire place. That includes the poker machines, the tables, everywhere. And you know what it is? Yeah, it's the COVID, but the older people, the older generation, because a lot of retirees up there on the Central Coast because it's affordable, okay? There's a big pension area up there, okay? It's beautiful up there, Edalong and Patonga and all around. I was just discussing all this before. But the older people are too scared to come out to even their local hangout being the Edalong Diggers. And it's a great club. And this must be happening everywhere with the older people. They're spooked by this corona thing, and it's going to take ages until they have the courage to come out. It was mind-boggling how quiet it is. And I was there on a Saturday, okay? And I said to one of the girls that was taking my order to get something to eat there, because I got really good food there, actually. It's reasonably priced. Wow, I've never seen it so quiet. And she said to me, yeah, it's because everyone's scared of the corona thing. The older people are scared. They're too scared to leave their house. That is so sad when you think about it. And yet, everything's eased off in New South Wales, and yet these older people still are too scared to come out, to even go to their local place that they love to go to and hang out with their friends and play the pokies and have something to eat and go into a lottery or chook lottery or whatever it is. They're all too scared. So the 20 people that were there were younger people. Some of them, most people were under the age of 50 that were there, well and truly. I feel like an old man actually there. But anyway, that's a sad thing. It's really sad when you think about it like that. Imagine them, those older people, they're stuck at home, stuck in a unit or a house or townhouse or whatever they're doing up there in their retirement, and they're too scared to leave it to go anywhere. Because if they're not going to their usual hangout, where all their friends go to, where are they going? They're not going anywhere. They're staying at home. So it's really, really, it really hits you when you see it for yourself. You might think, big deal. But when you, just hang on one second. I've got someone trying to Skype me here. Hang on one second, folks. Hang on. I've just got to type to this guy. Otherwise, he's going to ring us through this show. And there we go. Just tell him to give me 10 minutes and I'll be finished. There you go. Anyway, it's really concerning when you think about it, and it really hits you when you see it first-handedly out of the blue. So, over here, many older people still distant as they are at more risk. Same with other vulnerable. It's sad, especially those without gardens and living a lot. Exactly, Liz. Yeah, same story here. Yeah. But see, I didn't know anything. I didn't realize any of this stuff until I saw it myself. And probably most of you watching this now didn't realize that that's going on until I told you about it. Because it's one of those things that's just kept out of the media. It's just not mentioned in the media. And it's really sad. It's really, really sad. And, there's some people that I don't know how they're surviving. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, I wish them all the best. I wish everyone all the best for the weekend. And whatever you're going to do on the school holidays, yahoo! It's school holidays, yeah. Car spaces in Westfield, yes. Yes, parking down at Rose Bay and Double Bay, yes. I love school holidays. No traffic on the road, yes. Could I ask for anything better? And school holidays, no. Anyway, folks, have a good one. I'll speak to you all very soon. If not, I'll pop in and say hello. Have a good one. Good night. You've just been watching Goldberg Live, brought to you by Product Name. The name behind the product, behind the name. Nurse. Yeah, I'll come back now. You hear?
This has been a Mad Ways presentation, darling.